Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Tiffany, chiropractor and holistic health and life coach. Today I'd like to discuss taking inventory of both your spiritual health and your mental health. Oftentimes we don't think that they are connected, but they are more connected than we can imagine, right? So one thing affects the other, as you know. One area of your health affects all of the other areas of your health, but our mental and spiritual health are especially important because that guides us throughout our day-to-day activities. If you wake up in a bad mood, then that kind of sets the course of your day, unless you're really, really intentional about changing that. And the same thing occurs if you wake up in a good mood, right? So how can you take inventory of your spiritual health? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are 3 simple questions that you can simply ask yourself. Are you reading your Bible? Are you praying? Are you attending Bible study group or church? Whether that's virtual or online, are you connected to other believers, right? So if you say, well, I am reading my Bible, then I challenge you to ask yourself, how often? Are you reading it daily? Are you reading it more than once a day? Do you have scriptures that you can hold on to throughout the course of the day when you're feeling a little difficult, right? Are you praying? Are you praying in the morning when you wake up? Are you praying throughout your day? Are you praying before you go to bed at night? Remember, all of these things are totally important as we journey throughout the day. We can't just wake up in the morning, start the day on a positive note, and then expect that the day will run smoothly, because life happens. And when life does happen, do you bend, do you fold, do you break, or do you persevere and overcome? Having those scriptures in your back pocket, having a short prayer that you say during times of difficulty are all of, or some of the things, that you can do to help you overcome those obstacles and challenges. So, are you reading your Bible? Are you praying? And are you in a community of like-minded believers, whether that's church, Bible study, small group discussion, groups on social media where you can interact with other believers? All of those things are of utmost importance when we discuss our spiritual health. If you are doing those things, I challenge you to ask yourself, what can I do to improve in these areas, right? Remember, the goal is to simply get started. So you can start small and build on it. If you've already started, what steps are you taking to build upon those things? So that is a great way for you to take inventory of your spiritual health. Your mental health is also really easy, although a lot of times we tend to make it harder than what it has to be. There are 3 ways that you can take inventory of your mental health. The first way I would say would be to identify your feelings, right? So often we feel a certain type of way, but are we able to identify it in that moment? Once you've identified your feelings, then I challenge you to pay attention to your energy when you are in certain environments or around certain people. How do those things make you feel, right? Because you don't want to continue to put yourself in a position where you're in an environment or you're around certain people, and then when you leave, you don't feel like yourself. You're not happy. You're not joyful. You're not excited, right? You're sad. You're mad. You're angry. All of those things are important. So with you being able to identify your feelings, then you can identify the people, the places, and the things that make you feel happy and make you feel sad or angry, and then you can adjust accordingly. So we're going to identify our feelings, pay attention to our environment and the people that we're around, and then lastly, make a list. So take some time, 1 day or 2 days out the week, and just evaluate your feelings maybe every hour. Make a list of the feelings that you're feeling. Let's just say 1 day during the week while you're at work, and then 1 day on the weekend, maybe when you're out with your family, friends, or what have you. Once you're able to document that information, making that list or writing those things down in a journal, then you can certainly figure out what steps you need to take next to help you improve your mental health, whether that's buying books or watching webinars or speaking with a counselor or a therapist to kind of help you process those things. When you take inventory by identification, awareness, and then tracking, you're certainly able to move on to the next steps, which would help you work through both the good and the bad and overcome those challenges so that you can experience a greater quality of life overall. Your mental health and your spiritual health are of utmost importance, because if those things are not well, then the other areas of your health will suffer drastically. So take the time to take inventory of both your spiritual health and your mental health, and then commit to making a small goal or taking a small step to help you improve in those areas, and be willing to build upon it as you achieve your goals. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video today, and until next time, heal holistically. Bye.